Hey, how's it going, everybody? Sarasota Tim coming to you from South Florida here in Boynton Beach. And what do I have here? I've got another review for you, and it's called the Vtoman. It's a solar generator, and I would like to thank Vtoman for sending this out to me to do a promotion for you and for them to see if this would be something you might be interested in. In today's market in 2023, solar batteries, solar generators have become extremely improved from what they were just a year ago, even earlier in the year. There's already been a couple of them that I've reviewed that have really outpaced their previous generation, and they were excellent. So it's really getting harder and harder. It's kind of like cell phones. It's getting harder and harder to really improve on them with anything else. So I'm going to go over those features with you, and I think that you're going to find that this one here, with some of the features that it has and the price point that it's coming in at per watt, is going to amaze you. And what's great about these versus a traditional generator where you have to have noise, oil, gas, maintenance, and you can't run it inside. These are absolutely silent. They have a lot of power. They're lithium ion batteries that are good for days without recharging if you're using them in a measured way. You can transfer the power to feed power to your off-grid home, a tiny home, RV. So I live in an RV full time. And so Vtoman and others have reached out to me, several others that I haven't even accepted, but I'm going with the ones that I think, after I watch the YouTube videos and watch people that are a lot smarter than me, that know all the technology, they got all the gadgets to measure all the watts and the discharging and things. And I've got it all up here. I'd like to share with you in layman terms. I don't do all the fancy testing with the gauges and stuff, but you can find that on other channels. But I'm going to tell you what I've learned and why I think that this product right here, because you have to get, in order to power like major things and have it last any length of time, you have to get up to around 1500 watts. And this particular unit right here is powered by 1500 watts and 1548 watt hours. And I'm going to show you the unit down here up close in just a second. And let me tell you that one of the biggest impressive things that I'm finding with a lot of these batteries, not just Vtoman, you can take this battery down compared to like your regular batteries on your RV. You can take this down to zero. You can completely exhaust it and recharge it. This one has a high-speed fast charger in it. You can recharge this in the wall. Get this. It's got a built-in fast charger, 1 hour. I'm not kidding you, folks. 1 hour from zero to full. And then you're good for another few days to run all kinds of things that we're going to show. We're going to plug into it and show you what it can do. But not only can you do it in an hour, you can do it 3,000 times. Folks, I'm going to be 65 years old in a few weeks. This could be literally a battery that could last me my entire life. With not using it and recharging it every single day, and I can do it 3,000 times, you do the math. That's like 10 years. So for what you pay and what you're going to get and what it costs per watt hour, they used to be like $1 per watt when these batteries first came out with other major brands. But since the market has become very competitive and the technology has improved so much and there's just so much competition out there, and now it's a buyer's market. And with the Black Friday and Cyber Monday deals going on right now, and that's going to be short-lived. These will go back up. Right now, you can absolutely steal them for cheap prices. They're offering them on Amazon and directly to the website. I'll get those numbers for you in the next clip of the video. I've had it for about a week. I've been using it to, I've got it right here in my RV. I've been using it to make my coffee in the morning, to recharge my laptop, my cell phones. There's a space heater I've plugged into it. I'm going to show you all that. And what it does, it's ingenious. Another feature is you can plug something in. It's got a 1500 watt, 3,000 watts it can take, it can surge to before it would ever even built in to shut off. And then you can still run it continuously. It automatically reduces the voltage of that particular appliance down so it doesn't shut it off. And you can plug it in or use solar and charge it while you're using it. And in some situations, you can get to where it's a break even or more's coming in than's going out, and make it last a lot longer. And another feature that it has that all the batteries today are employing in 2023 that you definitely want to look for is UPS. It's uninterrupted power supply. So you could have your different items in your RV or your home plugged into this, and this plugged into your AC wall outlet at your home or RV. If you experience a power outage, immediately in 20 millimeters of a second, you don't even see a blink in your lights, or your laptop doesn't shut off, your refrigerator doesn't blink, nothing. Everything just keeps running. And that's what UPS has, and this has that too. So with the fact that it's good for 10 years, it's got a lot of power, and it's very handsome build quality. I'm going to show you up close and all the different plugs and accessories it has. Let's get into it right now. I'm very excited about it because the price point of the Vtoman, and they've been around a while too. This is nothing new or you never heard of. This in customer service is right up there. So it's got a couple of other things that I have to show you on the unit itself. So let me show you right now. All right, so I got a little close-up view for you there of the display. And I'm sorry I'm out of the frame, but I just got to show you a couple of cool things. Now you can see I'm at 29% left on this battery because I've been using it, and I let it run down to that low for a purpose because I do need to charge it. But I'm having a problem finding my charging cable. It's this new kind of cable. Hang on, I think I know where it is. I do know where it is. I just remembered. Vtoman puts it where you can't lose it. Check this out. Right on the top, there's a little storage compartment that keeps your charging cable. It has the car cigarette lighter, we'll call it that, a DC power. And they do provide you, because of the USB connections, which we're going to go over, they do provide you a USB A to C and a USB C to C. So they give you these two cables here because everybody has to charge a device that either has a C or the regular USB. So they give you those, but check it out. What do you notice? It's just a wire. It's a heavy-duty wire, and no more big charging brick. This is something that some of the other battery companies are going to as well, and this is fantastic because all we have to do is plug her in. All I got to do is remember which one is the, let me get my see rights on so I can see right. There is an area, I think it's right there. This is where you charge it, both with the AC and the solar, and there's a DC port. So all your charging ports are right there together. And you're going to just take this little end right here and just match it up. You can't go wrong. And just stick it right in there. Now we're just going to come around to the top. Let me close my little lid. I love this lid. Isn't this great? I mean, this is something that all of them need to do. There's been a few on the market that have a wireless charger up here for your phone. And while that's kind of cool and gimmicky, I mean, are you going to really just leave your phone up there if this is stored in your storage place of your RV or in your car or whatever? You know, just use one of the ports to charge your phone. This is a much better feature because, you know, rather than those pouches and, oh, where's those wires at? Where did I put it? I've got another one here that I recently reviewed, and it doesn't have this, and I have that pouch, and if I need to charge it, I got to remember where the pouch is. So anyway, this is great. So now let's plug it in. Let's go over here to my plug of my RV, and check this out. Watch the watts go up. Keep coming. Oh, this is why it goes up to full charge in 1 hour. This thing can take 1,500 watts of charging from your AC wall unit. Now there's a little fan there that you hear because that's what it's designed to do, to keep the inverter, the converter, or whatever it's got in there cool. And so a little fan comes on. It's nothing that annoys you. And if it does, walk away for a few minutes, because in 60 minutes it's going to be fully charged. But check that, 1,500 watts. Now, let's get into some other technical details that I can share with you. This has solar power available to charge it. And you can do both. You can charge it with solar and the AC, and it can take 400 watts of solar to charge it up. And it has to be at least 30 to 60 volts. So if you do get a charger, a solar panel, make sure that the panels, you can get them right from Vtoman, which is what they recommend, but you're not just locked into a proprietary type thing. You can use any solar panel you want as long as it meets the 30 to 60 volts. And all you have to do is have this little connection right here, this Anderson connection they call it. And so if your solar panel cable on the end that comes away has a different connection that plugs into something different, this is a very popular, which is what I like. You can simply pick these up on Amazon or from Vtoman, anywhere for pennies, and you put the one end to your solar panel and the other end will just have to be a Anderson connection, and then you can just plug it right in. And the nice thing about that is in 4 to 8 hours, depending on the sun, you can charge this up free of charge. You don't have to use your wall unit. So if you're off grid, you're out camping somewhere, you're just taking a trip, you can put it out during the day with your solar panel. And 400 watt solar panel isn't that big or that heavy. And they're portable. They're like a little suitcase thing. Plug it in and you can charge this up certainly within the day with good sun. But right now, we're going to be charged up in no time flat. And let me go over some of the other features here with you. All right. So all the buttons are right here. DC, USB, and AC. And to make these hot, you simply push one of those buttons. And that's also how you turn the unit on, is you press the AC button and it'll light up. And then to turn it off, you simply hold the AC button for about 4 seconds, and then the whole thing will shut down. But what you have is a USB-A adapter, and this is a fast charge, a quick charge unit right here. And they have 4 amps, 5 volts. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then right above it you have the 2 USB-Cs. And then right here is where that cigarette lighter charger goes, that they've supplied for you right here. Goes right in there. And then you have appliances, coffee makers, heaters, those kinds of things. It can take it. It can take it. You just plug it in and there you go. You want to use your laptop. You got an old laptop that the battery's no good anymore. You can just plug it in here, and if you experience a power shortage anywhere you're at, the UPS kicks in and this Vtoman will continue running your laptop uninterrupted power supply. Your refrigerator, whatever you want to plug into it. And then let's go ahead and see. We've got 1,442 watts coming in currently with the charger. Let's go ahead and plug in my Keurig, and we'll see. So we're just going to plug it in. It has a ground. These are already grounded. Put that right there. And I got the power on. Let's add a little water. Like I need another cup of coffee. I'm so hopped up from 2 cups this morning. So here we go. I got the water in there. Now let's just add us a pod. Can you guys see that? There you go. Put that right in. And then let's just, I'm going to put in my large cup. That's right in here. I'm going to take this out so I can get it in. Slide it right there. Now let's see what the wattage is. 1445 still being charged. And this is sucking the water down to heat it up. The heater is going to kick on in a second. Remember, this is a 1500 watt solar generator. It's charging. It's already up to 38%. What was it on, like 30 or 29? All right, 330 watts. And let's say you have this with you and you're driving your vehicle. Here we go, 1442 watts. It has a jumper cable feature. You get an accessory from Vtoman. You plug this in, and it has a jumper feature to jump start your battery. Okay, here goes my coffee maker, and we're still at 1445. We're under the 1500 watts. Coffee's brewing, and the battery is still charging because we're getting more coming in through the AC than we got going out for that Keurig. Look at that. But yeah, you have this adapter right here. Vtoman, like other solar generators today, are employing a stackable. Look how fast this thing is charging. Right before your eyes, folks. You're seeing it live. It has a stackable battery feature, or you can lay them to the side. You can buy another battery from Vtoman, and you plug it in right here, and you can daisy chain them, and you can go from 1500 to 3000 watts. Remember, folks, this thing here, it can surge up to 3000 watts without shutting down. Let me just get another little thing here and plug it in. Let's just put some power on it. Let's try it out. Let me get me a space heater. I got one right here. Check it out. How about that? These things suck power. These things are tremendous power drainage. Anything, coffee makers, hair dryers, heaters, these things are way up there. All right, let me see if I can get you in the screen here. Let's go ahead and plug it in. We're at 41%. Coffee maker's still plugged in. It's off though. I mean, it's not heating anymore. Let's go ahead and, oh, it's already on. What happened? 627, 633. Let's get you in there close. 638. All right, I have it on. That's the low wattage. I'm going to put it up to high heat now. There we go. I just put it up to high. Right there. I got it all the way up to high. It's a lot of hot air coming out. I'm running my air conditioning right now here in South Florida. I don't need heat. I was in Georgia recently and I had this running in my other RV. Now look, 258. What is that telling us? Is it reducing the voltage so it doesn't shut down and still charging? Is it taking the 1500 watts in because it's charging in the wall and this is the net output that's going out? And you know this is putting out a lot more watts, sucking more watts than 262 on high. And this thing hasn't missed a beat. We're at 42% and it's blinking, and I think that indicates that it's still taking a charge. So if I turn the thermostat off and shut this down, where it kicks off, this is thermostatically controlled. Right away, boom, we're back up to the 1500 almost input to charge the Vtoman. The fan again is very reasonable. It's not a noisy fan, nothing more than a regular, little fan you might be blowing, which you can also plug in and circulate and have fans. It can run a small window air conditioner. It's got 1500 watts and it can go to 3000 before it even thinks about shutting down. And if it goes over 1500 watts, it automatically reduces the voltage of the thing you have plugged in without shutting this down, keeping everything going. All right, let's go ahead and crank it back up on the thermostat. I'm already at the full speed. I just kicked it in. I didn't baby it. I just gave it full power. There it goes. Now, that's a lot of hot air coming out of there. Look, the capacity's still going up, folks. Should we just try to do the coffee maker one more time while it's plugged in? This is really going to be a test here. All right, let's see what happens. I'll put a little more water in here. And, okay, hang on. You stare at that for just 1 second. I'm grabbing this water jug here. And you guys like that? All right. A little free advertising for you there. Make sure you subscribe. So let's go ahead now and, let's see what happens. What's going to happen? All right, it's sucking down the water first, and then the heat's going to come on. I've got this cranking at whatever it is. Let's go ahead and shut it down to heat level 1. And, you know, let's do baby it for 1 second. And then when it starts to heat this, I'll crank on 156 watts. As you can see, the battery strength is still coming up. It's still putting in more than we're using. We got infinite power here. And then once that's fully charged, you can unplug it, and then you can go, you know, depending on how much you use it, a few days before charging it, and you don't have to use your electricity. All right, let's take this out from charging, and oh, would you believe it? I never even had it on. Now the fan came on because it's sucking 827 watts for this heat. Go ahead and crank the heat all the way to high. It's on the first level of heat. Definitely hot, pulling 800 watts, doing it with no problem. The coffee maker is on. We're going to throw it on, and there's 2,000 watts that it went up to, and then it came down to 1,500. There was a surge because it can go to 3,000. Remember, it can go to 3,000. I still have it on heat. I still have my coffee maker working. I'm at 1,467. Let's charge it in. Let's see what happens when I want to plug it in to put some voltage in here. Goes right here like that. See what it helps it do. Coffee maker. There it goes. 600 watts. Heater. Coffee maker. There's the coffee. You're seeing it, folks. All right. Let's go ahead and give it an extra boost of heat while the coffee's brewing. There it goes. Woo, that's some hot air coming out of that thing. That's some hot coffee coming out of this thing. I'm still charging. I'm still increasing. I'm 249. Oh my gosh, that's some hot air. And there's a hot cup of coffee. All right, folks, you saw it. This is like the extreme, okay, as far as laptops and cell phones and tiny little things like that don't require a lot of watts. I just had an issue there where I kept moving this dial thinking that was the off and on. It's just the thermostat. And here's the off and on. I think it's like 750 and then it goes to 1200 or, well, I can tell you right now. Let's just unplug this. And let's just unplug it charging. And we're at 45%, no wattage. Let's turn this on and see what it does take. So we'll go to fan. Fan is 1. There's no heat, okay? It's going to pull, nothing really, because this is what's great. You can run 3 fans. You even got these USBs and USB-A's. You got a cigarette lighter adapter. You can run all these fans. Look at this. This thing doesn't pull any wattage on fan. And that feels that feels nice. All right, let's give it a little heat. I'm going to turn it on. You're going to see it right there. Ready? Boom. That's heat 1. Okay. And it throws the fan on. Because the heater, man, they suck some power. 829 watts. It is running. Now let's go ahead and take it on up to the next, and we'll see what the wattage is for the second heat level. So that's kind of leveled out. That's about what it is. Boom. There's heat 2. 1200. Well under the 1500 that it can take. Way, way under the 3000 surge ability that it can take. 3,000 watts you can plug in. Back out for you guys a little bit. There we go. So there you are. 1200 watts is what this fan heater pulls. Let's go ahead and shut it down to fan again. Fan comes off the Vtoman, shuts off immediately. And this wattage is dropping considerably. Look. You can run all day and night with your fans. And when you're talking about how much a coffee maker or a heater uses, this is something that you might use, for a lengthy period of time, and that could be, a real drain on anything. I don't know how long it would run. I don't know how you work the formula on the watt hours, but this you're only going to use for a couple of minutes, so it makes you your coffee, and it's off. So you can make coffee for days. All right, let's talk about let's undo this, and let's talk about the light and some other things I can think of for you. Okay, so what I wanted to show you is I have a big 48-volt battery here that goes to my e-bike, and I charge it with this because it's able to do it, right? And let me just show you. I'm going to put the tripod down. You won't be able to see my head, but I want to show you something about this. First of all, you can do it in the bike, but you can remove these from the bike and charge it in this little port right here. But what I really wanted to show you, let me just put this battery down. It's not the battery. This is what I want to show you. This is the contraption that most of these solar generators had in the past to charge it. You've got all of this. One end comes off. You got to, hopefully you don't lose that one. You got to keep them together. They get bent up because there's so many. You got to place it somewhere, remember where it is, and go and fetch it. So you have this. All right? And then the Vtoman simply gives you this heavy duty, okay? And when you're done charging it in only an hour, and you're good for a few days, it goes right where you know where it's going to be. There you go. You have to do a little better job of folding that big heavy duty cable up. There you go. There you go. So, I mean, that's great. It's right where it should be. They all should be doing this. And then, let me show you. This is 42 pounds. All right. So it's not, light, and it's not heavy. I mean, I can literally, let me show you. One hand, that's heavy. Let me show you the light. It's got these really good handles. It looks very nice. It feels good. It's a solid looking thing. Here's that light I was telling you about. 1, 2, 3, and then it goes to flash. But wait for it. Here's the SOS. I mean, if somebody sees that within a minute, they're like, oh, that's an emergency signal. They need help over there. You could be up on anywhere. You can see that for miles. And then it goes off. And of course, that's going to run that light for a long, long time, being just an LED. But yeah, when you get into these here, these solar generators right here that can do all this special stuff, run an RV, and they're adaptable to put a another battery to them. You can marry them to more batteries. They have a, you know, the plug right here to forgot the word they use, but you know, to connect two together to make it even stronger. You're going to be dealing with some weight. This is not some little thing that you pick up like a 300 watt, 350 watt, which are good for, you know, those things. I mean, remember when they were coming out with little milliamp battery packs like this to charge your cell phone or your laptop or something? Of course, you know, one charge and they were pretty much dead. They need to be recharged themselves. You can get those smaller units that are bigger than those little things I just mentioned in this style, but they're like half as big and very lightweight. And they also can be charged very quickly. And they can suit your need. And so Vtoman has other products that are smaller that you can get for that. But this is the Vtoman quick speed, fast speed. It's the Vtoman Flashspeed. Okay, 1548 watt hours, 1500 watts, 3000 watts surge, 3000 recharging cycles, lithium iron phosphate technology, chemistry, everything. But I just plug it in, I turn it on, and you know, I want it to work, and so it's pretty intuitive. Shows me what I need there. And this is how you shut it off. You simply hold the AC button and just keep holding it, and there you go. It just powered down. Let it go. Well, I think you hit the AC button first time, and then there you go. Don't come on. Hey, you know, it's a learning curve, right? But it's a very, very high quality, folks. This is not some cheap feeling thing. You're going to definitely know you've got a serious power unit. Now, I have the little plastic protection thing on the screen. If I were to remove that, I've seen the guys on YouTube. They've already taken that off. It's a very nice looking screen. But I have these little air bubbles and stuff. So if you're seeing that, let me show you. That's why it's got these. I always leave these things on. Even in my camper, I've got on my TV. Look. I don't take these things off. I'm kind of different that way. I just want everything to be protected. I mean, I take them off my phone when I buy a new phone. I'm not that crazy. But the Vtoman 1500 Flashspeed is the Mac Daddy. It's the bomb. I've already been using it for like a week, and I've got it down to, like I said, let me turn it back on. I had it down to like 29%, and just in our little demonstration here, we're up to 44% in the time of this video, and that's also using 2 strong heating things. And like I said, I could do a demonstration and show you. I could go outside, unplug my RV, which is plugged into a regular wall receptacle with a dog bone, a little connection that goes from my 30 amp cable to a cable that plugs into one of these right here, a regular 120, 110 voltage outlet to bring the voltage down so it's compatible. And I could just plug my RV into this, and I would come in here. All these things are going to work. I have a 12 volt RV. This is a smart RV. This runs on electric, battery, not electric. It runs on battery, 12 volt. My TVs run on 12 volt. Everything except the microwave and the air conditioning unit run on 12 volt. In fact, I'm very tempted to go out there and plug my RV into the Vtoman and turn on this 15,000 watt air conditioning system, because guess what? I've already checked it out on the meter out there. It doesn't pull that many watts. It's a very efficient AC unit. This is a 2024 RV, brand new. And I think that these are much more efficient. Now the surge to start up, I don't even think exceeds 3,000 watts. Should we try it? Let's do it. And we got 1,500 available, less than 150. We got 3,000 surge. And let's go plug that air conditioning. Let's go turn it on. I wish somebody was right here to watch the, but we'll be able to hear inside if it actually can take it. I have no soft start, which is what a lot of people are doing these days, so they can run small generators to power their air conditioning systems. I have no soft start. I'm simply using a battery. Here we go. Will it kick on? No, it will not. Nothing happened. So it doesn't power a 15,000 watt BTU air conditioner. Well, we solved that one. That was a weird buzzing sound, and now let me push it back up to high so that when I plug it back into the wall, I just pray that it is on high. Not going to come on. That my AC unit still works when I plug it back into the wall here. So let's see what happened. Okay. Let's give it the weight of this is going to pull it out, so I need to actually throw it back over. I'm saying a prayer right now that everything is fine. Pulling some watts, so something's working in my RV. Please, Lord, let everything be okay. She's a good girl. So what the good news is, folks, is there's no damage. The battery is designed to do what it can do. If I had a soft start on my AC unit, or a stronger, like a second battery that goes to this will no problem power this RV air conditioning unit. But you could have 3 or 4 of these. It's not going to run a 15,000 BTU air conditioning for very long. This is something that you need to use for your lights, your pumps, to recharge your batteries and all that kind of thing. Or if you had a window unit or a small air conditioner, but definitely with the adapter battery that you put a wire in here and you get another battery from Vtoman, you would have more than enough capability to start that air conditioning. And but that's really not the point, because that's something you're not going to want to leave on all the time. But this can power the RV for a long, long time, doing all the other smaller things, making your coffee, running everything smoothly for you, as well as all the other uses that you can imagine in your own mind with what your needs would be. But right now we see that we're back up to 1,364 watts with that air conditioner cranking and anything else it's doing. And the Vtoman is a strong, good-looking. You can see I got that screen on there. I'm really tempted to pull that off and show you guys how nice it is. Look at that, pretty. Oh yeah, put it back. It's very nice. It's a gray color here, a darker gray there. Everything, like I say, is very intuitive. It's a pure sine wave inverter. Everything is inside the box. You know, like I said, when the charging cable is used, the fast charging brick that used to be on the cables to charge them is all built inside. It's a complete power system in a box, the whole thing. Also, there's a 2-year warranty, And let me add a video clip and the links in the description of the video as to what the current price is. Remember, that might be a higher price after the holidays. They're doing a Black Friday deal. Black Friday is now the entire month of November, isn't it? It doesn't just do one day, so that's a good thing. So if you want to spend your money next week instead of this week, while they're lasting, it'll be on the website and on Amazon how long the sale will be on. But consider getting yourself a Vtoman and start crushing it. All right, folks, currently on Amazon, a $1,299 retail value for this Vtoman 1500 Flash is on sale for $749 at a reduced price of 42%. And if you divide the price by the 1500, that's how much you're paying per watt hour. That's an incredibly good deal. And with the build quality, the warranty, and all the features that it has, the fast, quick 1 hour recharge, up to 400 watts of solar to charge it, and all the built-in voltage regulators and things, the battery jumper feature, the light on the back, the fact that you can marry other Vtoman batteries to it, all the USB-Cs, the quick chargers, the 110 outlets, everything that you get is a great value. So go online now, and there's no other coupons available. That's for Black Friday. That's going to be a $12.99 price after the holidays, unless they do something else. So $749, get them while they're hot. Crush it.